All right, so for this ed puzzle, we are going to be on page 43 in our math workbook. And for every math problem, we need a pencil and a highlighter. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is read the entire story problem and then decide what it is mostly about. So Smallville has 12,548 people registered to vote. To the nearest thousand, how many people are registered to vote? Show your work. So our first decision that we need to make is we need to decide, what is this problem mostly about? Well, it's mostly about how many registered voters are in Smallville. What is the next step? The next step is going to be to underline what the story problem is asking. What is the question? So what do we underline? The story problem is asking, to the nearest thousand, how many people are registered to vote? What do I look for next? I look for all of the information that goes with the question. What is the information that goes with this question? The information that goes with this question is 12,548 registered voters in Smallville. So now we know that we need to round this number to the nearest thousand. What is the tool that we will use first to solve this? The tool that we will use first is a place value chart. We don't have a ton of room, so we're going to write it kind of small today. We have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. I do expect you to write it out every single time. The more you write it, the more familiar you will become with it. It'll be easier every single time. We're going to label it Smallville. And we're going to write our number on our place value chart. Which place value should we start with? We should start with the ones place value. So that way we don't accidentally start in the wrong place value. So we're going to write 8, cross it out. 4, cross it out. 5, cross it out. 2, cross it out. 1, cross it out. So it's important that we start in the ones place, because if we would have started just in our first available slot, then we would have gotten the wrong number. We would have put 1 in the 100,000s, and that's not correct. Okay, put our comma where the thousands and hundreds meet. What is the next tool? Nope. The next thing we need to do is find which place value we're going to round to. So we need to round to the nearest thousand. We're going to highlight it. This is the nearest thousand. Okay, so then now that I know where my place value is that we're going to round to, we need the next tool. What is the next tool that we are going to use for this problem? It is a number line. So based on our place value chart, we know that we're going to focus on our thousands. So that means the first number on this side of the place value chart, or this side of the number line, is 12,000. What is the next thousand that comes after 12,000? It would be the next point on our number line, and it's the thousand that comes after 12,000. 13,000. What's our midpoint? It's 12,500, because the 500 is between 12,000 and 13,000. That's the number right there. We're counting by hundreds. What do I do next? I place my number on the number line. So this is already 12,500. So it's going to be right here. 48. So it's going to be a little bit past the 12,500, and then I'm going to label it. What do I do next? Next, I decide which thousand my number is closest to. Is it closest to 13,000 or 12,000? It is closest to 13,000. So the answer is that about 13,000 people were registered to vote in Smallville. Using what you know about rounding, number lines, and place value, please continue and finish pages 43, 45, and 46.